Are you struggling with your volleys? Do you lack confidence coming to the net and finishing with your volleys? Maybe you feel like your game has plateaued because you're lacking that forward part of your game. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you some of the reasons that you're lacking confidence in your volleys, and we're going to go ahead and lift that level up so you start making some moves forward. A little bit more here through that cut line. I'm Coach Michael. I've worked with thousands of adults and juniors here in San Diego over the last 20 years, including Joao Fonseca. We worked on this a ton. So volleys are kind of my specialty. Today we're filming with Bryan. Bryan's a 7 UTR. He's actually a very quality player, but he's lacking confidence in his volleys. Kind of a pushing of the hand, you're into some of those flatter pushes. And he's lacking a confidence coming forward and finishing with his volleys. And what we're gonna do in this video is we're gonna look at some of the technical reasons that he's struggling. What I mean by that is this. What I want to see when somebody comes into this technique is that their racket's right on the ball, right? And in fact, you could probably even follow the frame cut line a little bit better. We're going to work on the preparation on the ball, finding it, feeling it, I'm finding it, I'm feeling it. And the way that his hand works on the ball and finishes through. More of that roll where this is the line, and these are probably the same things that you're struggling with. The way that we're gonna get to the heart of this is we're gonna look at his volleys, but we're also gonna work in the touch format. And the touch format is where we take the ball off the ground and we work with volley technique at a slower pace. So I use this place right here to just start looking at people's hands. I love this format for developing volleys. I call it the Garden of Volleys. Hey, this is gonna be an awesome video. I'm so excited you're here. Let's go. Bryan's here with us today. First lesson with Bryan. You ready to roll? Donovan, this is Bryan. Welcome to the Donovan Experience. All right, let's just start with some hands. So just kind of see how you operate with like just soft hands, and we go from there. How much are you coming to the net?
I've been coming a little bit more often because I've been playing doubles too.
Okay. Better on the backhand side than the forehand side?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I'm very confident either.
Yep. Let's go a few more. Right now, I just want you to pick the energy up a little bit. We're gonna just do some hand stuff and then we're gonna go from there. Great, so I use this place right here to just start looking at people's hands, right? Because if we look at kind of the game, we can narrow it down to one way to look at it is just there's 3 types of technique. We've got our volley slice, we've got our ground strokes, we got our serve. And so I love this hand stuff just to warm up the body, but also to get a look at how somebody works their hands. And for me, on the backhand side, you look good. I think it looks pretty clean. I think the setup is nice and the movement through is nice. The forehand's a little obtuse, and what I mean by that is this. What I want to see when somebody comes into this technique is that their racket's right on the ball, and then there's a movement of the frame through the cut. If you look at you, just kind of here, and there's a little bit of this punchiness to it. So I imagine when you volley, you have a sort of a similar experience, that you're not really on the ball, and there's sort of there's less of this gripping supination, and there's more of this kind of pushing in, which is going to affect us at the net. And one of the things you want to talk about is strategy and consistency. And here's one road to high level, like you're at a 7, right? And you're looking to come up. One way to high level strategy and consistency is we have to take our opportunities at the net, right? And we're going to talk about like how do you get to the net. I'm going to quiz you on that in a little bit. But we've got to take our opportunities at the net. And when we take our opportunities, we have to have functional technique. And when I watch you on the backhand side, I like it. And when I watch you on the forehand side, I don't like it. Okay, so if you stand right here, I'll just tell you how I want to clean that up already on the touch. So watch me do some right here. So I'm on the ball, and then it is this framed, this cutting frame movement, right? Of course, with some solidity of the wrist, right? But if you look at your backhand, it's what you're doing. On the backhand, it's nice and clean, right? And in fact, you could probably even follow the frame cut line a little bit better. Yeah, like to me, you're like a little bit more here through that cut line is gonna give you a little bit more texture on that hand and really start to open up when we get to volleys, I know what I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see this stuff translate into your volleys. But on the forehand, let's already make a little bit of impact where yeah, that's it right there. Where I like to say, find it and feel it. So if the ball comes to you, you're not finding it. You're just off, right? And so again, that's gonna play into our volleys. 2, I don't really think you're feeling it. Okay, so watch me one more time. So I'm finding it, I'm feeling it, I'm finding it, I'm feeling it. Cool, let's try it. That's it, that's it. That's it, find that ball though. Get on that ball, that's it. That's better feel, it's better feel. Way better feel, come on. Stay on it, coach. Here we go. And again, what I would, can I just do one with you? So get into the ready position. So to me, it's like, ball's coming, you're here. Your habit is to be here. When the ball's right here, your habit is to be here. Ball's there, I want you to be there. I want you to find that ball with that racket face, okay? So we start to cut out some of the fat here. Now I know we're just in like a touch scenario, but trust me, I work with a lot of kids, and when they get clean here, they get clean at the net, and that's it. So let's find it right now. That's it, come on. And get wider in your split. Bring the energy up too. Go to both sides, coach. It's better, the feel's better. Think about that racket on the forehand being like a magnet. Backhand's nice. Like being a magnet for where the contact's gonna be made. Awesome, way better feel. Keep up with that. Now, I'm gonna say it one more time and then we're gonna move on. We have an hour together. What I like to do is just go through it all. Just lay it all out so you have a vision of where we're gonna start working and where we can go with this thing. And we need to spend time in this format, by the way. Because again, let's say the contact's right here. I want it here. Your contact's here, and every time you're here, even though you start to work on it, you think that you're finding, you're still making, I just put like there's a little bit of fat in that swing. So I just want, yeah, your backhand, you're on it. Your forehand, there's just some length on it that I want to cut out. We'll try one more, but then we're going to move on and we're going to transition to volleys. What I would say right here, try to pick up just the beat of the body, because this is also a great place to just start picking up the energy, opening up the splits, I'll tell you this, you're at a 7 UTR, awesome. Bro, you're a good tennis player. One of the things that improves as we improve up the level chain is just width and intensity of the supplementary bounces around the split step. So just see if you can pick that up a little bit with the energy, and we're ready to pop. Here we go. That's better. Come on. Keep moving the frame forward. That's it. Keep moving that, rolling that frame on those. That's it. On both sides, keep rolling the frame. On both sides, keep rolling the frame. There it is. That's what I want to see. Come on. That's it, man. Come on. Awesome. Way better. Come on. Great. So we hold it there. Cool, already a place I want to see an improvement. And I want to see it like, I believe in this format so much. And the reason I believe in it is, if you start little kids in this format, they have volleys that you wouldn't believe over time. So it's an important place that we can start to kind of clean up the handwork move. Let's go volley just for a second, since we're on it. And then we're gonna get into groundies. What I'd like also to do is see you in some points with coach today. If you're looking for me to analyze you in point play more, let's also maybe think about bringing some people here, right? Watching you actually in match play, because we're gonna simulate it a little bit with him and we're gonna see some hitting, but I'd love to see you actually, because again, a lot of people come to me and it's about technique, right? They're at a certain level where it says, we gotta clean up all that technique. You're also at a level where you wanna learn how to play this sport better. And so I'd love to see you against people. And so we can broaden that conversation a little bit, and we'll do that along the way. Let's go volley, and let's check it out right now. Okay, so we'll do a couple things. Good. It is similar to what I thought I'd find, okay, if you stand over here. One, I think your arms are too far on your body, okay? If you look at professionals when they're volleying, especially like doubles professionals, they're freaking here, right? They're just amplified in that ready position, so they're ready to make these movements here. So it's just something you can work on when you volley, is just open up the split and get the elbows off the body a little bit more. Now, what I saw on the volley is something I thought I'd see, which is on the backhand, I'd seen pretty good cut lines. They can still be improved. Go to my backhand, please. They can still be improved, right? There's just ways to kind of improve the cut line and get more textured with the back of the hand, but they look pretty cool. Forehand looks pretty blocky. The first couple were just like palm of the hand pushing on the ball. I think after that you thought about it a little bit and you started to put a little bit of this cutting movement on it. That's how we should build our volleys. Look at, so coach, come to me with a couple. This is the way we want to build our volleys. Here. like with these supinating, slicing grabs. We eventually can take some of that off. It's like, become a great server. Learn to dictate to spots with spin. Okay, you can do that. Now we start to take some of that spin off and we start to flatten into spaces. Same thing with the volley. We need to get very competent with these supinated cutting rolls. And then from there, if we want to remove some of that stuff in moments where we want to flatten the ball, it makes perfect sense. But right now, all I see from you is just kind of a pushing of the hand. You're into some of those flatter pushes. So just like we talked about here, I want to see that same move. Can we start getting some more of these some sharper cuts? Yeah, and I would encourage you to listen to your frame a little bit more. And if we just take your hand even, just take your hand, just here, feel that, yeah, just more of that roll where this is the line that you're following and not here. Yeah. And that's why also, I love that first format, right? You do it with a bounce and you chill and you're learning how to move your hand and grab that ball, and then you come into the air and you start taking it in the air and you have very sharp volleys, okay? Yeah, so let's feel it right now. Ready, let's go. That's it, take a step back too. Take a step back and your target is coach's chest. Get wider and bring the elbows off the body. And I want you to think about finishing your cut lines. Great, there you go. There you go, come on. That's it, let's go. And what happens, of course, the first few just kind of go down because you're not used to that line, but those were starting to pick up, yeah. You feel like a little bit more control with that grab. That's what we want, man. We want control in these volleys, right? You're coming up, you're in volleys, we need to hit spots and finish things up. Let's say just to the forehand and we'll go from there. That's it. That's way better, come on. Awesome. Yeah, come on. There we go. That's it, that's it, that's it. Go for it, you got it. Go for it, last one. How's that feel? You like it? Yeah, and so what I think is that we eventually just find these different lines. Like up here, watch me on the high one, I go here, mid one, I'm here, low one, I'm here, and we learn how to get on the ball. Again, you have some length in your setup, right? We saw it in the touch. You want to go here, and you want to go here. We want to be here out in front with these cutting lines, and then trim out the fat of the setup, and then get more control with these hands, and you're going to look good. Here's a question. How do you get to the net in tennis?
Singles.
What's that in singles? I mean, this is a lot of a singles discussion here, right? But doubles is great, but I think when you came here thinking about strategy and stuff, you're thinking singles, right? Okay, so we start building better volleys. Now, how do you get to the net? So like when you see him go into some sort of like stretch?
Well, he's just kind of running.
Awesome, perfect. That's what I want to hear from people. There's two ways to get to the net. We get a short ball, boom, we approach, and we're coming forward, right? Can get cooked a lot, right? Because you better be good with it, and you better do some damage and go to their weak stroke or whatever, and it better be the right moment. We have to get good with that, but that's a riskier play. The play that I want everybody to be good at is, I'm back here exchanging, I hit a shot, my opponent goes into like a stretching position. I recognize the stretch, I call it the stretch. I think it's a better like visual. Whenever you hit a shot, because it doesn't have to be angle, it can be anywhere, right? Where you put your opponent into some damage where they're gonna be flailing on that ball and sending you something weak through the middle, we immediately are moving forward. Great, I'm glad you have that. We'll talk about the exact footwork and how to open that up. But let's move on today, but that's great. That's something that I'm gonna wanna see when you play, that you're taking those opportunities, and the way that we're gonna be strong with those opportunities, whether it's the approach or the sneak, is cleanliness of that technique, which needs a little bit of a polishing. Okay, let's go short court. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. We love you so much, I love you so much. If you like this video, please do the things, hit the subscribe, comment, say something nice, and like. Hunt the top, baby.